Hi, I am Rita. As a woman, I am less likely to be educated, less likely to receive fair pay for my work, and far more likely to be the subject of all kinds of violence. In fact, around the world, 7 out of 10 women will experience violence in our lifetimes. Shocking, isn't it? Women living in poverty in developing countries like me are the most likely to be exposed to sexual violence whilst on the streets. Our cities have grown so fast, and we almost never had a voice in planning them. Public transport, for instance, is a big challenge. We are so often subject to sexual violence when making journeys. In Bangladesh, 84% of women asked say they have experienced insults or sexual comments, and more than half say they have faced sexual advances while traveling. In Brazil's cities, 2/3 of women say they are afraid to travel alone. It is reported that in Sao Paulo, a woman is assaulted in a public space every 15 seconds. Public services that focus on women's rights can make us much safer. By creating things like better policing, secure public toilets, street lighting, and ticketing systems created with our needs in mind. We've been demanding change, and we've seen some great successes. In Sao Paulo last year, women demonstrated at night with flashlights until the government built more streetlights. But there's much more to do. And before you ask the big question, yes, there is a way to pay for all this. Did you know that many rich global companies are not paying their fair share of tax? In fact, each year developing countries are losing around $200 billion through companies avoiding their taxes. In Bangladesh, around $85 million is lost every year from just one tax that it's lowering for companies from richer countries. Imagine what that could pay for. More tax spent well can make this happen. Join me to demand big companies pay their fair share of tax, and that it's used to make safer cities.